Hello and welcome to my review of 30 Minutes or Less, starring Jesse Eisenberg, Danny McBride, and Nick Swartzen. 30 Minutes or Less centers on a down-on-his-luck pizza boy played by Jesse Eisenberg, who finds himself in a bit of a hostile situation. He's kidnapped by two dumbass criminals, essentially, and has a bomb strapped to him that will explode in 9 hours if he doesn't steal $100,000 from the local bank. To do this, he enlists the help of his teacher friend played by Aziz Ansari, and the movie just kind of gets rolling. I have to say, a lot of my opinion on this film is based on my expectations of it going in. This movie comes to us from the director of the ingenious 2009 comedy Zombieland, Ruben Fleischer, as well as starring Jesse Eisenberg, who has proven to be both an extremely capable comedic and dramatic actor. But, unfortunately, Mike ain't too satisfied. Don't get me wrong, I didn't hate this movie. But it's just such a generic garden variety heist spoof movie that a studio like Sony Pictures would pump out, and doesn't have near any semblance of the style of something like Zombieland, which really turned the genre of the zombie movie on its head. It feels like nobody involved in this movie was really invested in it, and it was made as more of a cash grab to advance the careers of Jesse Eisenberg, Ruben Fleischer, and all of these people, just to get them a nice little paycheck and move them along to the next square of Hollywood fame. Sure, everybody involved in this movie does do a serviceable job. Jesse Eisenberg is really fun to watch. He's got this excellent manic energy that served this scared-out-of-his-mind pizza boy really well. Aziz Ansari, who I cannot stand, actually gets a couple good punchlines in there and isn't as annoying as I initially thought he was. And even Nick Swartzen, who's got this movie Bucky Larson that looks like the frickin' Antichrist coming out, is actually funny and is a likable character, which I was really surprised about. The real weakness here is Danny McBride. God damn, I am tired of this man. Seriously, Danny McBride's entire style of comedy has been degraded to him looking at the camera and saying cock. Every movie. That's his entire joke throughout his entire career. Hold on, I can do it. I can do it. Watch. Cock. And any style of comedy I can make funny, it's pretty easy. And Ruben Fleischer at the helm just doesn't do anything creative. In Zombieland, he had this great subversive energy that just carried the whole film and just made it seem like something original. This just doesn't have a single original bone in its body. It's just the bare minimum all the way through. There are a couple little funny moments here and there, sure, but not only are most of them in the trailers, they're forgettable. I just saw this movie, ironically, like 30 minutes ago, and I can't remember a single line of dialogue in this film. It's completely and utterly forgettable. And there are still lines from Zombieland I can quote. And there's nothing particular like any action sequences that grab your eye. It pretty much just paces along, firing jokes at a decent pace, and believe me, the action scenes in this film, there are better action sequences than the Naked Gun movies, for God's sake. Under normal circumstances, I would give 30 Minutes or Less a 2.5 out of 4. It's a somewhat decent, fun movie that you can see on TV and have a marginally fun time with. However, it's just such a disappointment considering the talents involved that I'm going to shave off that extra point and just give it a 2 stars out of 4. It's fairly disappointing, especially if you're a big fan of Zombieland like I am, or a big fan of Jesse Eisenberg. I really do believe in Ruben Fleischer, and I hope he makes a big comeback with the Gangster Squad, which sounds amazing, by the way. But for right now, Ruben Fleischer is 1-1. Let's see if he can make a comeback. 2 stars out of 4 for 30 Minutes or Less. If you like this review and subscribe to my channel in less than 30 minutes, it's free. Come on. Who am I kidding? It's always free. Come on, who doesn't like free stuff? Please. Until next time, I'm Movie Kid Mike, making sure your time is worth your money.